Sean just said he didn't even know it was New Year's Eve. Do you know it's New Year's Eve, and do y'all have to have a conversation of, hey guys, be smart, be safe, with one of the captains and leaders?
I don't know. I feel like we got a very, even with the young guys, we got a mature team that understands kind of like, where we're heading. I will say that, being around the time that I have been around the league, you kind of lose track of some of the holidays just because we don't spend them the same way everybody else does. But I was actually just talking to a couple of the receivers, and I was telling them how, I was like, when I wake up at 5:30 tomorrow, it'll still be New Year's. So I don't know if I'm staying up till 12 o'clock to see the New Year. It's still gonna be January 1st at 5:30 and at 12. So, but I don't think we have to worry about boys going out, getting in trouble. Everybody has the right mindset rolling into this week, and what's up for grabs, and what the priorities are.
Courtland, how hard is it to ignore the fact that like a Justin Herbert's not playing or some of their guys are playing? It doesn't affect your preparation at all.
Yeah, no, not at all. I think for anybody on the team, even the defense included, I think that we're all preparing to go play against a really good Chargers team who, we haven't, been able to walk away with a win the last 3 times, and we understand the importance of this week because it's the next week, and I think everyone has the right mindset rolling into this week of, being 1-0 this week, 1-0 in this practice, the meetings, fine-tuning everything so that we can go out and put our best foot forward rolling into this week and making it the best week possible because it's the next one.
If you do win, you get the 1 seed and get that bye, and then only 2 games until the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
How exciting is that opportunity that you guys have that in your control at home?
Yeah, shoes. I mean, I think that there's a lot of preparation, a lot of work that has went into this beginning part of this season and rolling into this week that has given us opportunity. I think that. I don't want to play the if game, but if we would have done certain things differently in the beginning part of the season or even a couple of weeks ago, then, I think this week would have been even looked at more differently. But to be able to have the opportunity to control our own destiny is very similar to last year, similar but different. Same but different. I forgot the saying, but last year it was win and we're in, and this year is win and we get the number 1 seed. And, the importance of that is not to be overlooked, to be able to have the opportunity to, get the first round bye and then have the opportunity the chance and opportunity to play 2 home games leading up into, ultimately being able to get to San Fran, to be able to play at home. I think a lot of people don't want to come here. It's a tough place to play. We've been playing really well at home, and, we have a amazing fan base. I know I don't think they've been getting a whole bunch of fan assists, but I know that I can see the impact. And, having some boys that have been on the other side of the ball have been saying that, they've been loud and rowdy in there, and it's hard to hear in that field. So to be able to get a home playoff game, that's something that we kind of talked about during OTAs when I got a chance to talk to you guys, and be able to have that opportunity ahead of us. We got to take advantage of it. But it starts with this week, getting a win this week.
Court, have you been able to enjoy winning the AFC West, or are you too focused on what goals lie ahead?
It's one of those tricky things. People keep reminding me that it's my first time doing it, and I do acknowledge that part of it. However, it's one of those things that I think Coach Lombardi said it the best when we had a meeting with him on Monday. It's one of those things that is it an accomplishment? Yes. But it's one of those bittersweet ones to where, you continue to win, and then the ultimate goal is to win the whole thing. You win the whole thing, and then that becomes like just another shirt. It was a part of the journey. If you lose, it just becomes a reminder that and if it's the only shirt you have and you wind up losing, it just becomes a reminder that you didn't finish it all. So it's bittersweet, but you smallly acknowledge it. You don't even give it the 24-hour rule, kind of like winning a game. It's like one of those, like, you acknowledge it and say, okay, you check that box, and then you got to move on to the next one because there's more ahead, and I know that all the guys in that locker room would tell you that their goals are bigger than just winning the AFC West.
Time for 2 more.
Court, from like a technical perspective, just how much easier is it for you as an offense to play at home versus on the road? Like, what things are easier without having to deal with that crowd noise?
I would say it depends on the opponent. Some teams, their fans get involved into the game a lot more than others. I would say that since I've been here and not even just this year, but for the most part, you know, Broncos country travels really well. And I think that it shocks some away teams how well we travel and how loud we are. To be in an away stadium and to see a sea of orange and to hear the Bronco chants, go Bronco chants, I mean, it's one of those things that I could tell. I know that it probably intimidates opposing fans because, you know, a lot of fan bases don't have that same presence. And so it depends on where you're playing, but to be able to play at home as an offense, to answer your question, it does help to be able to, you know, it kind of takes away those opportunities for, you know, miscommunication, whether it's in the huddle, whether from the sideline, whether it's a check at the line of scrimmage. It does give us that chance to be able to go in, you know, operate smoothly. Not saying that we wouldn't be able to on the road, but it does help when, you know, you're at home and the fans are on your side.
Last question.
Well, Court, to that end, a team like the Chargers, you played there, and they just haven't got the same fans in LA, or the Raiders now go there, but the Chargers, you know, they're not gonna have a lot of fans coming in versus say like the Packers or other teams. So how nice is that to know there's gonna be very few opposing fans?
I'm gonna leave that one alone, my boy.